What's up, my beautiful peeps? How are you guys? How are you guys doing today? How are you guys feeling? Hope you guys are feeling great. Hope you guys are doing great. Sending you guys nothing but good vibes as always. I really appreciate you guys taking the time to listen, watch this episode, however you guys are intaking it. What's good? I'm always excited about every episode, to be honest, because I talk about topics, things I truly want to talk about with you guys, that I want to inform you guys about, help you guys out, inspire you guys. Because I feel like I do a lot of relatable topics where you guys can relate to me. It might be topics that aren't talked about a lot, that don't have the spotlight, which I feel like they should, which is why I am talking about them. It might be a big topic, it might be a small topic, but it's still something that I consider important and that I want to talk about. And today's topic, I just want to talk about how, like, you are you. Let me give you guys a little why of why I want to talk about it, because I feel like there's always people around us, friends, family, randoms, that try to label us as something, say we're feeling some type of way, say we're acting some type of way, or anything like that. And recently, this has been happening to me a lot. It's always happened to me, and I used to take it very differently back then, where I would get mad if somebody would ask me, "Why are you mad?" You're asking me why I'm mad? I wasn't mad, but now I'm going to be mad. And don't do that. I totally recommend you guys not doing that. But now I take it very differently, where I don't care what you perceive me as, what you think about me. I don't care about your opinions about me or anything like that. I'm unbothered by all that stuff. It does not affect me because I know who I am. I'm grounded, and that's all that matters, that I know who I am. I don't care about who you think I am, because it's not. I'm not who you think I am. I'm not who you say I am. And it does get a little bit annoying, but even still, and I'm not going to take the time to explain to you who I am or prove you wrong. You're saying yes, yes, yes to this. I'm not going to say no, no, no to that. Time to me is the most valuable thing that I have. And I'm not going to waste it on that, because that would be wasting my time. I want to invest my time into things that will help me grow, that are making me happy, not stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure this has happened to you, where somebody has asked you, "Why are you sad? Why are you mad? Or even, why are you happy? Why are you irritated?" You're trying to see and understand how somebody is doing, how somebody is feeling, checking up on them. But don't assume how they are feeling by saying, "Oh, why are you sad?" How do you know they're sad? They might, dude, like, what somebody looks like from the outside, that doesn't define them on who they are on the inside at all. Those are two very different things. They might look sad, but they're probably not sad. And don't assume it. Don't label them as being sad. Instead, if you are trying to check up on somebody and just see how they are feeling, just simply ask them, "How are you feeling?" With them telling you how they feel, not how you think they feel, because you are not them. You are you. We know our own emotions. We control our own emotions. We know how we're doing. Like, I know how I'm doing. I don't know how you feel. I can get an understanding, but I am not you and you are not me. Getting Let's say they're going through a situation where you have gone through a similar situation, and let's say that certain situation made you mad. Just because you would be mad going through that situation does not mean that they will be mad going through that situation. We all take things differently. We all react differently. So do not assume that they are like you. We are all different, okay? We're all unique, and that's what makes it beautiful. Especially, with our own unique, feelings and emotions. We go through things, we might go through similar things, we might go through the same thing, but we take it differently, very differently. And then there's people trying to tell you who you are, not just telling you how your feelings are, but who the fuck you are. Like, how are you about to tell me who I am? Who I am. Bro, like, what the fuck? It just doesn't make sense to me. And it always makes me laugh because, like, are you me? Like, have you been inside of me? Like, you have not walked in my shoes, bro. Like, you know? It's just so funny. Like I said, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't make me mad or anything like that. It makes me laugh because I'm like, how are you still with that mindset? Like, you probably don't even know. You're trying to describe who I am when you probably don't even know who the fuck you are. Get to know yourself first before you are trying to tell somebody who they are. Recently, I've been sewing a lot more, and I've never really posted about it on social media. And I've been, snapping my sewing machine and just posting it on my stories and stuff like that. And when people just also like ask me, people are seeing it and they comment with, "Oh, you're such a grandma," because I sew. Like, I didn't know only grandmas can sew. Like, see what, like, does it fucking look like I'm a grandma? I say I'm an old soul. I say I'm an old soul. Shit, I might be young and beautiful on the outside. I'm still beautiful on the inside. But I am an old soul. I just believe I'm an old soul. Stop telling people who the fuck they are and what they are. And another one too, where I know my style is different and unique and I love my style. And I just like old school stuff, And I mean, and sometimes people tell me, "Oh, you're just like a grandma." Like, okay, and it's like, why does that even bother you? And why do you have to be so judgy? A lot of these things have been happening to me recently, and it doesn't get to me. I'm more like, you know what? I need to talk about these things because I know it happens to my other peeps as well. So let me just talk about it. And we're going to talk about it and have a conversation. There was another one that really stood out to me as well, where somebody said that the way I take pictures, it it's like I'm very sexual. And I was like, first of all, I mean, I didn't tell them, but I'm like, I just made an episode on my 2-year celibacy journey. I'm the least motherfucking sexual person there fucking is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Another one said like the same thing, where because I said I was confident, they said, "You're a very sexual person then." Like, since when does being confident mean you are sexual? Those are two very different things. Very, very different things. Just because you're confident doesn't mean you're a sexual person. Like, do you guys get me? Like, what the fuck? Like, only if y'all knew. Like, and again, you guys are not me. Whatever you see me as, that's how you see me. And however you guys take other people, that's how you take them. But stop saying those things to people. Stop. Like, you don't have to comment those things. Keep it to yourself. Stop labeling people as certain things. Stop telling them who they are, how they feel. It just doesn't make sense. I don't even see it. Like, when I take pictures, I don't see it as that. And I'm not trying to make it seem like that. Let's say I have some lingerie on. I feel confident and I feel sexy. that still doesn't mean I'm a sexual person. Feeling sexy has nothing to do with being sexual either. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to give off those vibes, and I'm just not those vibes. Those are just two very different things, hunty. I'll take a couple pics in my lingerie and just capture that moment, that feeling. And I do it for me. And that's the thing with like content. I love to create content. I love to create content and capture beautiful moments, whether it's taking pics of me, which I'm always taking a lot, or taking pictures of nature, of any other things. I just love to create content. I'm not trying to give off any vibes. You know what I'm saying? It's so crazy how people are still like this and how they still feel the need to comment and label you as something, tell you who you are and how you are feeling. Like, y'all gotta stop being so judgy. Those people who are judging others judge others because they judge themselves. So we have to start with ourselves. We have to stop judging ourselves. And I see it like this because I don't judge myself. I don't judge myself and I don't judge others. There's no need to. Like, also, why am I going to invest my time judging somebody else? Like, it just doesn't make sense. What am I going to get out of that? Nothing. And with you judging other people, you don't, I mean, shit, you could judge me all you want. I don't care. But there's people that do take it some type of way, that makes them feel some type of way. You don't know if you are hurting their feelings or not. That's why I say too, like, I don't like labels. I don't do labels. I'm not labeling myself as a vegan, as a vegetarian. Y'all know I don't eat meat. I don't eat processed foods or dairy. I don't eat meat at all. But there are times when I'll have cheese. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just not labeling myself as a certain thing because I'm just doing me. Like, what's the need for a label? What's the need to call myself a vegan? You know, like, no, I'm just doing me, and I'm Liz, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's why I fucking label my name, bro. Like I'm a soul. I'm a beautiful soul. I'm a goddess. Because then when you live off labels, it's just like, bro, like, then you're comparing people and saying this and that. Like, nah, bro, I'm not out here labeling people. People would tell me before a lot, till still now, but a lot more before. But that's because I would put up this front and have my resting bitch face. But now it's just like, it's not that I'm always serious, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not out here telling people, oh, you're like this, you're like that. Oh, you seemed like this at first. You seem like that. Like, no, like for what? It's just crazy. And another one where people trying to change your mind. Like, dude, we all have our own different beliefs, our own different opinions, and that's fine. If you have your own opinion, okay. Don't even really share your opinions unless they're wanting to be heard, you know? Or if you want to, share them, but keep in mind that there's going to be other people sharing their opinions that might be very different than yours, might go against yours. There's going to be haters telling you this, and that you're wrong and that they're right. Let's make it clear that everybody's different. They're wrong, might be you're right. It's just what works for everybody. I want to get to this one where they're changing the mind. I was talking to somebody about what I eat because they were asking if I'm a vegan then, but I'm like, I don't like labels. And we were just having a conversation about that. And that person eats meat. I don't know what else they eat, but they eat meat. And I'm not going to try to convince you to stop eating meat. That's not my goal. You know, I I just tell you why I don't eat meat. You know, what made me change my views on that and just my perspective and why I stopped eating meat. And he was cool with it. He was like, "Oh, like that's very interesting, like this and that." We were having a cool conversation. There's people that are like, "Oh, that's so weird. This and that. How do you live life by just eating without eating any meat, just eating fruit and vegetables, da 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 da." Like, bro, you think I'm weird? People see it as this, I only eat like grass, only lettuce. Like, bro, like there's so many things I eat. I don't eat processed foods. Like, processed foods is not food, it's shit. Meat nowadays is not really meat. Like, you're probably not eating ground beef, you're probably eating ground horse. Like, well, I'm not gonna get hella into that. Then there was another guy that jumped in and started just going so against me, like saying all these negative things towards me about not eating meat, not eating processed foods, and all that stuff. And I'm not just gonna get hella into it about what exactly he said, but he just went on and on. And I was like, yo, like, since the beginning, I was like, okay, like, if that works for you and if you believe that, that's fine, my dude. Like, that's totally fine. I'm not here to change your mind on anything. I'm not here to talk bad things or negatively about meat. Like, what I say is true. You know, like, just, I mean, like, it's just common sense too. Like, have you guys not seen the videos about how they treat these animals? How they just mix all the meats in together, all the bones, the teeth, just, I don't want to let's not get into that. But, and that's not speaking negatively about it. That's not speaking bad about it. That's just the truth. Then the person says how, give them 5 minutes and they will change my mind on being vegan. And I was like, first of all, I never said I was vegan. Second of all, I will never give you 5 minutes of my time. Just by the way you've been acting and what you've been saying, I'm good, bro. Like, I'm cool. I don't want to interact with this vibe that I'm not fucking with. And see, like, why would you say that to somebody? We have to respect each other's beliefs and opinions. Even if we don't agree with them, we don't have to agree with one another. And that's totally fine, but we have to respect that and respect each other's boundaries. Just remove yourself. If you don't agree with somebody and it's just kind of like, it might just bother you, you just really just don't want their vibes around you, it's cool. Remove yourself from anybody, from any situation, from any environment that you don't vibe with, that you do not feel aligned with. It's perfectly fine, even if it's friends, even if it's family. Don't try to change somebody, okay? Don't try to change anybody into believing like you, into being like you. It's just not right. They can express themselves however they want. They can be whoever they want. People change because they want to, not because you're trying to change them and want them to be this certain way. No. Like I said, even if it's family and friends, let them be, let them go, and you will find people that truly align with you, that have similar beliefs as you, that have similar values. You know what I'm saying? Those people that do not respect others don't even respect themselves, dude. And yeah, like, if I'm disrespected, I'm going to stand up for myself. I'm not going to argue. I'm not here to argue. I'm not going to lower myself. I'm not going to lower myself to your level. I'm way above your level. I'm way mature than that, and I just don't want to interact with that negativity. I will stand up for myself, I will tell you how it is, this and that, and I will just remove myself. That's the easiest way. Just remove yourself. You don't have to argue. You don't have to get mad. I don't get mad about it. You learn from it. If you need to set a boundary, you set a boundary. And I feel bad for them because I can easily remove myself from that situation, remove myself from that person, from that environment. And when it's a person, like, I could just leave the situation, leave that person. But that person, that negative person that disrespected me, doesn't even respect themselves. And they are stuck with themselves. So I'm like, I'm cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel bad for you. Don't let people tell you who you are. Don't let people change your mind. Don't let people tell you how you are feeling or how you should feel, how you should take certain situations. It's fucking ridiculous. Everybody has their own different views on things. Everybody takes things differently. and can express themselves in any way. They take care of themselves in their own ways, but also vice versa. Don't try to tell others how they feel. Don't tell others how to be, how to think. Don't try to change them. I wouldn't like people doing that to me. So that's why I just don't do it to others. We have to stop being so judgy. We have to start with ourselves. Stop judging yourself. Start respecting yourself, and you will respect others, because if you respect yourself, you will know that others want to be respected. And you will respect others just because you know what respect is. And it's the same with judging. When you judge yourself, that makes you feel bad. That makes you feel some type of way. So obviously, if you judge somebody else, you know that, hey, that will make them feel some type of way. That I will hurt their feelings. So let's not do that. Let's start with ourselves, okay? Be unbothered by all that shit. Get to know you. Stay grounded. You know who you are. Keep doing what makes you happy. Remain positive. Don't engage with no negativity. All right, my peeps? Speak good vibes to yourself and speak good vibes to others. That's why I always like to carry, I'm very into crystals. That's why I keep my thing on me. Make sure to check out my bracelets on my Etsy shop. I have some carnelians up there that are great for grounding. It's just like a reminder, of who the fuck you are, and you're grounded in who you are and what you feel in your feelings. You can express any feeling that you want. Sending you guys good vibes. I love you guys. Thank you so much for listening, for watching. Peace, my peeps.